just as it was meant to be.
What? This ridiculous sight. This distorted Paris. The July column just turned into a bilboquet. The Vert Galant statue replaced with some bizarre lobster. And my friend is disappearing before my eyes. And you're telling me that all this was meant to happen? It's all so meaningless. So absurd.
Is it? Perhaps you are right, Adele. Thank you for showing me what I could not see. Fate, destiny. It has become nothing more than an absurdity, a tangled mess. This storm should never have come to pass.
Storm?
This storm is quite a delightful surprise. Look at this mass hysteria. It's becoming ever more unified. As if some force, some will is drawing them together, controlling them. Yes, I see it clearly now. The world is a stage, a performance with no script, and we have arrived at the moment when the curtain must fall and the scene must shift. This upheaval, this shift we've ushered in, has been intensifying the turmoil of the era. What a marvelous device. It's just the spark we need to ignite a cleansing fire. With this power, we can manipulate the appearance of the storm as we please. The changes to the mass hysteria, yes, it's all obvious now. They were born from the collective subconscious. We are mere actors on this stage, for the material world is nothing but a projection of the mind. Their dialogues are but borrowed lines from ancient scripts. Their passion, their love for life, an oblivious repetition of the same narratives. The play has no script, yet tells the same story. This material world, it is nothing more than a flicker on a cave wall. I've seen it. The ultimate truth. The truth that even the transcendental law feigns to hide. But I've seen it now. I've seen it. The depths of meat itself will also be corrected, just as all the errors of the reality. But who decided which of these errors are wrong to begin with? Or perhaps what is right is essentially an endlessly repeated chain of errors.
What's wrong with him?
He has seen the fruition of his life's work, and it has driven him mad. But mad or not, none of it will matter soon. This whimsical era, along with the Paris we know, will be washed away in the coming rain.
Is this some kind of joke? Am I missing something? An era wiped out by a little rain? It doesn't make any sense. No! Celia!
Paris, la ville lumière, la ville de la romance, une tapisserie de symboles. Elle n'hésite jamais à montrer toutes ses émotions, les passions chaotiques de points de vue qui s'opposent, les complots mis en scène dans ces ruelles anciennes et étroites, parce qu'elle défend ton droit de choisir, de crier ou de te taire, de regarder en arrière ou vers l'avenir, de vivre sous une monarchie ou une république, et une myriade d'idéologies. Tu peux te jeter dans le maelstrom ou en créer un nouveau toi-même.
Celia loves this city so deeply. She knows everything about Paris, from the catacombs to the top of every tower. Celia deserves to live, not me. Why? Why does Celia have to vanish?
Nous nous tenons dans un vaste jardin où les sentiers s'entrecroisent à l'infini, accueillant des bifurcations sans fin, des choix sans fin. Hernani, Notre-Dame, les montgolfières qui flottent au-dessus du palais Saint-Pierre. Ces philosophies trouvent leur forme, circulant de lèvre en lèvre, de cœur en cœur, à travers tous ses habitants. Considérer le destin et la vie avec élégance et légèreté. Voilà le véritable esprit de Paris, là où les rêves et les imaginaires ne s'effacent jamais. Il t'accompagne à travers tous les temps et toutes les époques, comme un festin qui voyage. Immortel, indestructible.
What more is there for me to seek in this meaningless, inferior world? The true world, the one that matters, has already descended. Voila. See that? The clearest, most perfect water at the bottom of the archive. Now, so close. Almost within reach. In the deepest, most pristine layer of our joint consciousness.
Éternellement vrai, éternellement gravé dans l'esprit.
The rift is closing. The storm will now correct the faults of this era. The city of light descending from the sky, the phantoms walking among the living, and the legendary beasts roaming the streets. They will all vanish. The mad have fulfilled their wish. The play has come to an end. Everything once in chaos will be brought back to order.
No! Beryl!
Ah, you have awakened. Though perhaps it would be better to remain asleep. It may spare you some pain.
I am no coward, Beryl. But you have to fix this. You have to do something. Tell me how to change this. Just a hint. I refuse to vanish like this, to disappear after finally clawing my way back. Those worthless grovelers who can't even use arcane skills. They deserve to die, not me. This world belongs to us. Don't you dare turn your back on me, Beryl Buanish. I will report every moment of this to the Guiding One. I saw what you did to Laurent Roseau. You drove him to his death. You've never been loyal to anyone. You're nothing but a soulless profiteer. You care for nothing. You never believed in any of the principles of Manus Vindicte. You never wanted to bring back the beautiful world we once had, did you?
How amusing. You seek my help, yet accuse and threaten me in the same breath. Do you think you speak to me from a position of strength? What would you do if our positions were reversed, dear Felicienne? There is nothing more to say. It has been a pleasure, Madame.
Please. Please. Help me, Beryl. I don't want to die.
Très bien.
What do you think, Adele? Should she be saved, or pay for what she has done with her life?
Sounds like you're just trying to pass the burden on to me. Whether she lives or dies, the weight ends up on my shoulders, doesn't it?
In many ways, you two are alike. Neither of you can stand by as fate attempts to pull you down its path. You fight. It is no wonder that she could reach into the depths of your mind. Now, her very existence is in your hands. You will not have another chance like this. Your friend and the original Felicienne perished in the same way. It is likely, then, that she has returned to the depths of myth. Should Felicienne live, she may become the key to discovering the truth of that realm. And in time, you may even find a way to bring your friend back. Yet, should she die, you will have taken a fitting revenge, and her torment of your body will end at last.
Swear it then. Swear that every word you just said is true.
You ask for something beyond what I am capable of. As you know, Arcanum has its limits. There is no absolute way to prove one's intentions or words, just as I cannot see all ends as clearly as I once did. Time is ticking. Give me the diamond now, or lose this opportunity forever.
Take it. Save her.
Merci beaucoup. You have led me to the answer. I will respond with the sincerity it deserves. As I have said before, your fates have converged. Felicienne, your journey through the spiritual realm has reached its end. But you still have a place in the crown of the material world. Now, the Numa that has reached the edge of one world must begin anew in the next. Take this, Adele, an accolade for your adventure.
An accolade. Merci. But your eyes...
Please do not worry yourself. It seems I have walked this shoreline too long. I have grown too accustomed to watching its flow. The more I think I see through fate, the more vulnerable I become to it. Still, I chose to watch one final time. Just this once. It makes for a fine imitation. Your flame separated the French blue from the smoky quartz it had inhabited. I simply gave it a new vessel, a clear quartz. It was the best that I could manage. I hope it will suffice. And I hope both you and Felicienne will be satisfied with it.
Will she wake up soon? And when that happens, will I still see her image in my hallucinations like before?
You will suffer no more hallucinations. And she will awaken again, in time. Yet you will be the sole master of your body. She is but a soul quietly bound to it. So long as neither of you strays too far from the other, her soul should remain whole. The rain is about to fall. We must go. By dawn tomorrow, this world will be washed clean. I must admit, I enjoyed this ending of yours. But whether you continue to the next chapter is up to you.
Madame Boiniche! Madame Boiniche, forgive me. Do you know the theory of evolution? Humankind evolved from apes. I don't understand the science, but in short, we all came from monkeys. But then, where did that monkey come from? Are we all just a copy of some ancient thing? And if we keep tracing back, how did life even begin on Earth? Can we ever find that original spark of life? Is it even possible? What I'm trying to say is, things rarely have a single clear cause. The birth of life is complex. It can be influenced by all kinds of factors. Maybe that applies to fate as well. So, whatever happens, I don't intend for my story to end anytime soon. Please, take me with you. There must be a way to avoid this storm you spoke of. I'll help you find jewels in return. Answers, anything. Whatever it is you seek.
A generous offer. To honor your sincerity, I shall give you an answer. What is it you wish to know?
The truth about the storm. I need to understand it so I can bring back my friends.
Including Felicienne.
I wouldn't call her a friend. But for her to simply vanish? That's just too merciful for her.
Would you still accompany me, knowing we may gain nothing in the end?
I would. You can't just sit around waiting for something terrible to happen, can you?
Indeed. I suppose there will never be an age lacking those who chase gemstones and answers about their fate. Perhaps a jewel hunter is exactly what my little establishment needs.
Which way do we go, Madame Boiniche?
Forward. Through the crowd. Allow me to guide you.
I'm just glad to be of service, Madame. I hope you have a pleasant journey.
For a long while going forward, I may not be able to divine with the same precision I once had. Yet this feeling of not seeing has a comfort of its own. If our fate truly is guided by a higher being, I must imagine they are blind. I hope that when I awake, you will have reached your destination. It was then that I decided to help Broom one last time. There was risk in my choice. I could not see what the consequences would be. Still, I succeeded, and the rewards were most generous. Many suspected that I had planned it from the start. A common accusation made of diviners, of course. Thank you for your concern. I am doing well, though the future now comes to me through an ever-thickening haze. Though, I should say, I find myself welcoming the lack of clarity. I am now able to watch my daughter grow, to observe her, and feel true surprise in every step she takes. If there is anything to take away from Broom's story, I would suggest this. Sometimes, good can come from being blind to fate's path. How exciting it must be to arrive in this world knowing nothing, and, after a long, beautiful journey, realize just how much there is still to discover.
So, let me get this straight. The fifth storm was brought forth by Manus Vindicte, and you witnessed the process firsthand. Based on your testimony, Miss Beryl Baunish wasn't an accomplice of the Manus, and she even saved your life.
Yes.
And after that, what happened?
I followed Madame Boanish's advice and made it to a shelter that could resist the storm. The rain got heavier and heavier along the way, but thankfully we made it there just in time. It's such a shame my little cab didn't have room for anyone else. I know that there's still a Paris out there, but it's no longer my Paris. Everything I loved there was washed away in the rain. Just as the prophecy said. And the rest, you already know. Thanks to Madame Boaniche, I wasn't left on the streets alone. The neighborhoods I knew, the people I once recognized, they've all changed. But at least I have my car. In any case, I still prefer driving the streets to staying in some cozy room. Madame Boaniche's work keeps her on the move, so I've been helping her since then. We even went to Delhi to sell her topazes. Oh, and I met her daughter there, Matilda. She's nothing like her mother. Everything she feels is written plainly on her face. To be honest, I get along better with her. Madame Boaniche, she's changed too. She feels more real now. More alive.
It seems Miss Boaniche is in the clear, based on the witness's testimony. She claims Beryl Boaniche saved her and has remained at her side for years. If there were anything suspicious going on, she would have noticed.
I wouldn't be so sure.
You don't trust the lie detector results? Isn't this the most advanced top-of-the-line model?
Advanced or not, machines can fail. I prefer to trust my instincts. And mine are telling me she's hiding something.
About the fifth storm?
That, and the fact that Madame Boaniche returned so abruptly. After the ninth storm, she vanished without a trace. Who would have thought? She would stroll back in out of nowhere, acting as if nothing happened, with some big revelation in hand.
Unbelievable. One sloppy mistake after another. You'd have been less conspicuous if you'd just written liar all over your face. You should count yourself lucky I covered for you.
Are you expecting a thank you from me, Felicienne? Don't think I don't know. You just don't want your own secrets exposed. And didn't I tell you to stop talking to me like this while we're on Foundation grounds? Who knows who might be eavesdropping on us?
And I told you that I can hear you perfectly well without you mouthing the words. Is that really so hard to understand?
And if I slip up subconsciously? I suppose you might have forgotten what it feels like to have a mouth.
Always so rude to me, while you offer nothing but praise and fawning to that woman. You ought to have listened to me, gone to meet the Guiding One and pledged your loyalty. But you didn't, because you are, and always have been, a stubborn fool. Fine, side with the Foundation if you want. Call it ignorance, call it short-sightedness. Should I expect anything less from such rabble? But staking our lives on that woman? That is something far more than simply foolish. Do you really trust her so much?
I do. I believe in Madame Boaniche. She'll prove I made the right choice.
Who is it?
It's me, Vertin. I've come to check on the status of my field mission application. Is now not a good time?
Please, come in, Vertin.
We finally meet, Miss Vertin. Matilda has told me much about you.
Then you must be Madame Beryl-Beauniche.
I see we can skip the formalities. You have seen the golden thread, have you not? Many streams are converging in this place.
All right, I'll handle
Terrible.
into the darkness. According to my calculations, the perfect solution.
The tremors of fate.
Liberato dalla paura. Che la morte ti dia la pace che